Jesse Moore.
Fred Boscus.
Biggest Street Properties. So Fred and I recently just got back from Austin, Texas, and we went there for a couple of reasons. One of them was to talk to VPs from Bank of America, Chase, Citi, and Wells Fargo.
Right.
And we also had an opportunity to kind of meet with some of the other top short sale agents across the country, and along with these VPs. And so one thing that came up that we thought we'd talk about today, and I talk about this often, but that's third-party negotiators.
Right.
In the short sale world, these are usually law firms or real estate agents that specialize in negotiating short sales for other real estate agents. These people are not the listing agents. These are separate entities hired only to be hired guns, essentially negotiating a short sale through completion. The problem with these negotiators, and if you search our videos, you'll see a lot of references and all the problems that I have with these.
Yeah.
But what's been interesting is at this meeting with the bank VPs, they admitted that they also have a problem with them.
Yeah, they're saying that they're seeing these fees on the HUD, which is the final closing statement, and they're beginning to question them and push back on. And basically the question is, the bank is already losing money and they're trying to minimize that, so why should they be paying thousands of dollars to someone else that is basically pushing papers?
Yeah, I would say that this isn't a new thing. I mean, they've been pushing back since day one, but we heard some of their stories where one negotiator asked for $40,000 in fee on like a $300,000 purchase. I mean, some of these fees are ridiculous, and that's what the sad part about that is that trains the bank to look at the HUD hypercritically and to think that someone's trying to take advantage of them. And so third-party negotiators, they just prove to us that third-party negotiators are, I just don't think they're a good fit for the real estate industry, for the short sale world. And if a real estate agent doesn't know how to do a short sale on their own, then they shouldn't be listing a property, let alone being forced to hire a third-party negotiator that handicaps the entire process and the eventual results for the seller.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's just a bad marketing ploy to try and market a home with a third-party negotiator. Someone's going to have to pick up that fee, and the seller usually not in a position to do that if they're having to do a short sale. So they're going to try and push it off on the bank
or the
buyer, and either one is going to push back. And especially with the buyer, if you're asking someone to pay an extra $5,000 for your house when they can go somewhere else and not have to do that, who's going to lose? It's not the buyer.
Yeah, we've talked. So again, I've kind of talked about third-party negotiators a lot. What we want to reinforce is that banks have the same opinion, that they don't like seeing third-party negotiators. In fact, they're actually gearing their systems to kind of weight and score agents on short sale files. And so, Fred and I all have a good score because we do a lot of short sales and we're the listing agents of the property. If you merely are a listing agent and someone else is negotiating that file, you may not have a score at all, or it'll be low in comparison, especially if they see third-party HUDs, because then that negotiator makes record of the fact that this person tried to sneak something through, and then that stays with that agent throughout the lifespan as they try to negotiate short sales in the future. So we're going to do our best to be above board and not put anything over on anyone, and just try to reach a win-win situation between the bank and our sellers. And if you need representation like that in Washington State, reach out to Pickett Street. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.